The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the individual guests. What is going on, my Ghost Squad? Welcome to the Armed Citizen Podcast Live. This is episode number 377. Today's date for the record is Tuesday. What is the date? Tuesday. Jesus. I'm not very smart. Tuesday, March 4th, 2025 for the record book. We are streaming live as always over in front of a live studio audience over on YouTube. We're also simulcasting over on X, or the artist formerly known as Twitter. If you are watching this live, go ahead and say something. We don't know that you're out there unless you say something. If you're watching this in replay or listening to it in podcast form, go ahead and utilize the comment section. We don't encourage you to make fun of us, but you know what? It is what it is. We're used to it. But we also invite you to join us in the live studio audience every Tuesday night at 7 Central on the YouTube channel, Ghost Tactical. If you are wanting to text into the show, yes, you can text into. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I forgot to say this. This podcast is now fueled by HRT Tactical. Not powered by, it's fueled by, baby. Fueled by HRT Tactical. So there you go. If you want to text into the show, we'll talk about HRT here a little bit. If you want to text in the show, yes, you can text in the show. Utilize the Ghost Tactical hotline presented by our good friends over at Valiant Dynamics. If you guys have seen the videos of the Evolver stock, honestly, it's the best stock I've ever used. And this is not me just saying this because they're friends of mine. It is. I've got videos of it. Anyone that I've ever known that's ever seen it or used it will tell you it's the best rifle stock you've ever seen in your life. You'll ever use. It's the Evolver stock by Valiant Dynamics. Go check them out. Tell them Ghost sent you and all that. So welcome to the family with Valiant and all of that and HRT. If you're a veteran, really anybody, but especially if you're a veteran and you're in that hole, you're in that darkness and you're looking for some light, call me, text me, email me 24/7. I cannot give you medical advice, but I can probably walk you through some stuff. I can talk you through some stuff. More important, I can just sit there and listen if you need to. But if you are looking to get towards some medical attention, remember two things. One, you are not alone in this fight. You have a lot of brothers out here that are willing and able to help you in any way possible. And two, the world is a much better place with you in it. So please utilize the Veteran Crisis Hotline, 1-800-273-8255. Once again, 1-800-273-8255, or text the word TALK to 741-741. We are spotlighting, as always, United States Marine Corps. If you have any questions on what it takes to earn the title of United States Marine, see the website marines.com. And we are proud members of the Firearms Radio Network and the Self-Defense Radio Network. Go check out all your favorite pro-gun, pro-2A podcasts over at firearmsradio.net and selfdefenseradio.net. And let's get this off of my ugly ass mug and say hello to the merry band of morons this week. From the weirdest state in the union, the only state that takes two people to spell four letters. From the 470, the 740. What up, Chris?
What's going on? Thanks for the invite.
Man. Of course. How you doing, bro? Everything good? How's work?
Work's
Are y'all
been
fisting
good.
each other? These guys are fisting each other. You've been busy at work, haven't you, lately?
Work's been busy, and it's been a good day. We hit 11,000 subs today.
Oh, did you really?
Went over 11, yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice. I haven't been on, I swear to God, I haven't been on the YouTube channel since December. I don't know. I have no idea where we're at. I have no idea where I'm at. That's awesome. I know you've been working hard. I've been seeing some notifications or some stuff on Instagram. I don't know if you've dropped a bunch of stuff or are you preparing to drop a bunch of stuff? What's going on?
Yeah, I've got the new Ross Martin, the subcompact they came out with. They sent that out. I got a bunch of optics. Started working with Siley again, so getting ready to do a bunch of reviews on their dots.
That's good.
Yeah,
I've just been so nuts that I apologize to all my friends out there that I usually watch and will comment, give you some love. It's not that I don't love you guys anymore, like Chris and John with FLR. I'm nuts right now. So let me get my head above water, and I'll get back to the love, and I'll get back to. I haven't been to the range since December. I haven't shot a gun since. Well, I shot at range day, I guess, for shot, but I haven't been to my range since like early December. I need some range therapy, boys. I need, in the worst way, I need some range therapy.
Have you subbed the Case Wade 71 on YouTube?
Oh.
No, all right.
I'm pretty sure that I was like your number one on that one. I'm pretty sure. Was I not?
I think.
Did you start another one?
No,
I'm pretty sure I was like your first sub. Like back in the day.
I think you were actually.
Like legitimately.
Yeah,
like that was legitimately in your first 5 for sure.
Yeah, you haven't been liking my stuff, so I was just wondering.
You know what? I don't like you, so I don't like your stuff. You know. Fluffies I hadn't shot in a long time either. Yeah. Scott wants to know if you still need help unpacking. He's willing to give up his services apparently. Where were you when he needed a tree limb cut down?
I've cut the pile down a little bit. But
I was going to say that pile looks like it's decreased quite a bit since last Tuesday.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is, where was Scott's volunteerism feeling when you had to cut down a tree limb that cost you so much
Scott,
money?
I really could have used you on that tree.
I could have saved him a lot of money.
Saved me $600.
Second of all, we're in the wrong business, Kyle. For 30 minutes worth of work, we are in the wrong business.
Yeah. Hey, if you can trim trees, I recommend you get out there and start trimming trees because a lot of money in that.
Apparently.
Good money in that.
Apparently. Holy shit. Well, that sexy ass voice from Anderson Manufacturing. What up, homie? How's everything going at Anderson?
What up, Trey? As always, man, thanks for having me on. Things are going great.
Look at me all professional and shit.
Like, hey, man, I mean,
damn.
Just trying to show my appreciation.
Jeremy's in Germany, dude. He ain't watching.
Yeah, Jeremy is in Germany. I should be kicked back all week this week. Just
I'm surprised you're even awake.
Well, I'm surprised at that too. I don't sleep very much.
Neither do I.
But
you know that because we see each other weird times on Instagram and all that. Like, what the fuck are you doing up?
Like what? It's like what
up at 2:30 in the morning. Yeah. Homie can't sleep.
That's it.
Got a lot of gremlins running up in here, you know.
Hey. Don't feed them after midnight or whatever.
Oh shit, that's the part. That's the hardest part. After midnight's when shit gets really weird in my head.
Yeah. Same.
But
yeah, no, things are going great, man. Getting ready for the next part of show season coming up here. So
yeah, no shit, right?
Getting geared
Tell you
up.
what I gotta do. We're gonna do something here in a second. But I am
super excited about the little block we got set up at Goals. Like I don't know, man. I think we got the best part of the show right there, all in one spot. I'm a little biased, but super excited. So
for sure. Oh, I mean, just the fact that the crew, and I don't know what we can make it public or not. John will be able to hear in a second, but like the crew that's going to be on that one aisle alone.
Yeah.
If there's not like a disco ball and a smoke machine like in that area, something's gone terribly wrong.
Oh, it's gonna be cool. What we got, John? We got Gideon up front, EAA, Anderson across the way, Aegis Gun Care right next to the EAA, I think. You said Bella Woods down there.
Bella Woods down there, that's right. And then you got the Freedom.
The training guys.
No, he's the holster guy.
Holster guys.
Freedom Protection Gear. The guy who will mold
okay,
your holster while you're at the show.
Oh, that'll be cool because people, that's foot traffic right there. Yeah, that's cool. That non-sexy voice that you just heard, standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona, such a fine sight to see. It's a Ginger, my lord, and a flatbed Ford. From the Gunners of America and Fully Loaded Reviews, we have John, the Ginger Soulless Bastard. What's up, homie D? Homie G Money.
What's up, brother? Tuesday.
Special people, special teams.
Special play. Cool. Goals is what up.
Goals is what up.
It is in 100% goals mode right now. We have 110 vendors booths picked so far, with more to come as people start getting back from EWA, or who are currently at EWA. But just to give you kind of a quick rundown of who's going to be there, we've got Daniel Defense, Cellmark, Anderson, as you know, Ross Martin, Stellar Arms, Shadow Systems, Victos, Kenzie Optics, PWS, Dead Air coming back, SAR, EOTech, Canic Sentry, Manus, Axel, Henry, Glock, Lead and Steel, Swamp Fox, Gideon, EAA, Fightlight, SDS Imports, Burst is going to be there, IWI, Fostech, Samson Manufacturing, ETS Group, Trek Optics, let's see who, Guns International, Gun Broker, Palmetto State Armory, the Fat Tack Boys got a huge booth this year, Next Level Manufacturing, TCRT, our friend Kurt, DS Arms, Wolfpack Armory, and that's just to name a few of the 100 plus that are going to be there, including also Chris's friends over at AIM Surplus are going to be there. So AIM is coming this year.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so
that's pretty bad. Nice.
If you have a company that you think should be there, or you work for a company, hit them up now, because we are getting booth spaces are filling up and they're becoming limited. We're about 60% filled with the show so far. So get them while they last. We're going to have a good show this year. Super excited for it. And, no,
Scott wants to know about Fusion.
Fusion has not reached out yet. So if you know anybody at Fusion, start bugging them and say, hey, you should come to this goal show. We have Faxon. We don't have Fusion. We have Shield Arms.
Have you heard anything from Ron over at Riker?
I have not heard from Ron over at Riker.
Okay. I'll reach out to him because he was talking about it. He's in North Carolina. That'd be like a nothing trip for him.
Yeah, I don't have Ron.
He and Valiant Dynamics and Mitchell Defense, Nathan, they're all three kind of merging under one umbrella.
Yeah.
So be cool way to get all three of those companies in one booth, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to get them in.
I'll have Ron reach out to you.
Wooks is coming this year. Gators is coming this year. Infinity Defense.
Like eyewear?
Gators Eyewears will be there this year. See, I'm trying to think of who else is new. Cellmark's got all their.
So check those out. You might not recognize those.
Let me get.
You know what's special about these?
What are those?
You know what's so special about these?
No.
These are the original. These are the first model of Gators they came out with in the tactical world. These are like for I don't know, 8 years old, 9 years old. In the tactical, ballistic world, that was the first model that they ever came out with. It's good.
Dang.
Shit right. That's why I don't wear them anymore, because I don't want to break them. Because I know that I'll probably never find another pair like that.
KE Arms is not coming, Scott. I haven't heard back from them in a while.
KE Arms, I don't even know what that is.
They did the polymer A2 lowers. Remember those with the what would Stoner Dude build with Brownells?
Oh, okay, right on. Yeah.
Speaking of Brownells is coming back as the title sponsor, and then Primary Arms is taking over Creator Range Day as the title sponsor for Creator Range Day.
When are y'all going to have that solidified on where it's going to be? Do you know yet?
We've got 2 places, and they're supposed to solidify it next week.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that's good. Good shit. What's up, Kyle?
Are you allowed to let any of the special guests out of the bag?
Let's just say I cannot let any of the special guests out of the bag, but
Especially
somebody
like the very first speaker. No, can't do that yet.
can't do that yet. But there are many returning from last year, and one of the big names is returning. And it's not.
I'm so glad that you think that I'm a big returner, but I appreciate you.
Hell yeah. Ghost is coming back. Yeah.
Ghost is coming back.
As long as I'm not Tuesday at 2:00 or Sunday at 2:00, because that shit won't fly. I'll be long gone by then.
Nah. So what are the big names? You know them. You love them. It's not Trey.
Not CloverTac, is it?
It's not CloverTac either.
Thank God.
But I cannot say who it is, but I'm super excited. They were there last year, and it was pretty cool to have them there. And now they're in a big, important position for two different places. So,
Is it KP?
No, it's not true.
No, Trump. Yeah.
No, it's not Trump.
Not Junior either.
We're talking to Junior's team.
Nice.
I knew they were talking to him last year, but it was kind of a little bit late last year, wasn't it?
Yeah. Gee, I missed you this weekend. We had the Arizona Freedom Festival down at the Capitol this weekend. G didn't come.
How do you know he wasn't there? He could have been incognito.
Yeah.
I know what he looks like.
He's a big dude. You're probably not going to see him anywhere. He's a little tall dude. So
G's like a ninja. He was there.
Yeah,
he just didn't know.
He's ninja-esque. Let's put it that way. Ninja adjacent, maybe.
and then speaking of GOA, we have our court case going to the Supreme Court on USA or Mexico versus Smith & Wesson. So that's going to the Supreme Court.
Nice. And it's not JD Vance either.
No, it is not JD Vance. And then FLR hit 2,000 subs the other day.
What? Yep. You're gonna pass Clover before too long. He's gonna be really happy about that.
I gotta catch Chris first.
You and Chris are just gonna like swoop by and he just like wave to him as you fly by. And he's gonna be so pissed off. I love it. I hope it happens quickly.
I hope so too.
Just because I want to hear him bitch. I love listening to that fucker bitch. It's all good. All right. Once again, I'm not very smart. You guys know that about me. I love you guys, but I don't know why you continue to come to this fiasco. Once again, I did forget to put out the pony polls. So let's think of some shit to do the pony polls with tonight. You guys got?
I got some.
You got some.
Yeah.
So first off, I want you. I know that you guys are doing something over on Instagram. I don't know where else you're doing it. You're doing like the bracket for the March Madness, the bracket thing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to share.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, make sure you mention that because that's a cool thing. I want you to make sure you get some plugging on that.
Yeah, so we are doing a March Madness style bracket. I got to pull it up here real quick. So we're doing a Caliber Madness. Sorry, I'm doing so many things at once trying to find where I put it. We are doing. Here you go. I'm just going to put this in the chat for you. So we are doing Caliber Madness for GOA. It is a giveaway, so we are giving away 1,000 rounds of 9 or 5.56 at the end of it. But I was able to put this all together with our team, and I'm super excited about this. This is going to be running 4 weeks, so you'll vote every week to get extra points. So we've got a rifle and a pistol bracket. So first seed in the pistol bracket is 9 mil. The second seed's 45, and then it kind of goes from there on both sides. So go ahead and pick away.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So they can just go to that web. I'm gonna put the website. Copy link. I'm gonna put this in the chat and paste. Go over there and vote, guys. Go there and vote. Have some fun.
You gotta sign up for it because it is a giveaway, and you'll just vote there. There's a number of poles, and then each week those poles will cut down depending on. I had to make 16 different poll or 8 different polls for both sides. So you'll just vote, and then the vote with the one with the most votes at the end moves on to the next round, and we're doing this week by week for the next 4 weeks till the end of April or beginning of April.
I don't understand how 40 Smith & Wesson gets a 5 seed and 357 SIG gets a 16 seed. I don't understand the logic behind that. Let's go through this real quick. Let's go through the pistol bracket. The 1 seed, obviously, the King 9mm, is going to be facing off the 16 seed, the 357 SIG, which is one of my top probably 5, at least a top 10 favorite calibers in a pistol. I love 357 SIG. But that's going to be 1 versus 16. The 8.9, 8 is 357 Magnum, 9 is 38 Super. The 5 seed, 40 Smith & Wesson, Jesus. Going up against 44 Special. Wow. The 4 seed, 380 against the 13 seed, the 5.7 by 28. The 5.7's a 13 seed. That's interesting too. 10mm getting a 6 seed. That's crazy. Going up against the 30 Super Carry. Then the 3 seed, the 38 Special, going up against the 50 AE. Interesting. 44 Magnum is a 7 seed going against 22 LR. And the 2 seed, 45 ACP, going against the 15 seed, 32 ACP. Who came up with the seeds, bro?
Do you want the honest truth?
I want you to lie to me, fool.
No, I put them into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT decided to seed it this way.
No, that's just a good way of saying I don't want to take credit for being an idiot.
No,
let's go to the rifle. All right, go ahead.
I like the way it turned out because I think 5.7 is going to squeak out against maybe 380. I think 10 mil will definitely beat 30 Super Carry.
30 Super.
I think
the 385.7 is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, the other one is going to be the 22 LR versus 44 Magnum. I think that's an interesting seat up right there too.
22 all day. I got a pony poll question off this bracket.
Hell yeah.
Who do y'all see coming from the pistol side and the rifle side as a Cinderella team? Or will there even be one?
Is it talking Cinderella?
Like low, yeah.
Like, are you talking about like, okay, so
like a low ranking seed?
Okay, so anything above an 8 seed, right?
Yep.
So 9 above is what I consider Cinderella, right? So anything above a 9 or above.
And it's got to go more than one bracket. Like it's got to win a couple.
It's got to win 2 of them. Okay. Man.
I mean, I think 22 long rifle honestly can make a run.
I think it can. I think it does. Here's the thing with that. Okay. I think 22 LR can go pretty deep if they can get past 44 Magnum in the first round. If they can beat 44 Magnum in the first round, I think they win a second round.
I don't know. 22 would have to, if they won their first round matchup, it'd go
up against 45.
Oh man,
but that's what I'm saying. If 22 can beat 44 Magnum, then it can beat 45. I'm just saying.
Oh, I don't know. I think 45 is going to be a big obstacle. That.
I think of all the pistol brackets, the higher seeds that has a chance. I think 357 SIG. I think if it can beat 9mm, which is tough, right? Beating the 1 seed, but there's a lot of 9mm hate, right? And 357 SIG is a really good cartridge. So if 357 SIG can beat 9mm, I think that it's going to be able to beat either 357 Magnum or 38 Super.
But man, everybody, I'm just saying the 9mm crowd is very overwhelming.
It is. Oh, 9mm. There's a reason why it's the 1 seed, right? Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Jacob, where do you see 7.62 by 36?
What?
Where do you see that? It says by 39 on here, unless I messed up typing this out.
No, it says 39 on the bracket. He might have just misread it.
Unless it's in the voting thing, because it may have I might have fat typed.
I don't know.
You never know.
I don't know. Chris, Ginger, what's your on the pistol side? Let's go pistol side first. What's your Cinderella here? Which one are you seeing there? 9 seed or above?
I'm going 5.7. I think 5.7 can beat 380, and then it's got to take on 40. I think it could beat 40, and they would go against probably 9 mil, and then it would probably lose out there.
Yep. No, I can see that path. 5.7 shouldn't be a 13 seed to begin with. I'm just saying. And 357 SIG shouldn't be a 16 seed. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jacob says when filling out the questionnaire, the choice says 36. So you might want to change that.
I'll go fix it right now.
All right. Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
I'm going to have to probably go with John on that because 5.7 by 28 is getting super popular right now.
It is. Thank you, Kiltech.
Seeing more and more guns coming out. Chamber nut.
G says nothing beats 40 in the streets. What do you know about the streets, homie? You don't know. 40 doesn't beat anything. 40 should have been the 16 seed. Let's just be quite honest with you.
Yeah, 30 super carry is going to die real fast.
30 super carry is gonna die a very violent death against a 10 millimeter. It's going to be a very violent death.
The 44 mag 22 LR one's going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Real interesting.
I'm actually surprised that 22. Well, okay. So I get it. Actually, yeah, I do understand why in a pistol caliber 22 LR it's a 10 seed. Question is it on the rifle caliber side also?
No, I only put it on the pistol caliber side.
Because when I think 22 LR, I think rifle before I think pistol. That's just me.
I think of a Henry.
I think it's a top 8 seed probably in rifle historically. But that's just me. All right, let's go to the rifle bracket. The 1 seed, the 5.56 NATO. Most people think of it as a 2.23, but the 5.56 NATO is going to go up. Ooh, really? Wow. Okay. It's going up against the 16 seed, the 6.8. Wow, that's interesting. Right off the bat. Are you trying to settle a score there right off the bat or something?
2 military calibers.
I mean, the 2 military calibers. I mean, that's kind of cool. That's going up against it. That's what it is. 8 seed, 300 blackout. Really? Against the 9. Oh my God, you're killing me. This might be the best battle of all. The 8 seeds, 300 blackout. The 9 seed, 458 SOCOM. I love both of those. That's brutal. I'm not going to lie. That's brutal. For an opening round 8-9 seed? Good Lord. The 5 seed, 50 BMG against the 12 seed, 17 HMR. The 4 seed, 6.5 Creed against the 13 seed. Really? 300 Win Mags, a 13 seed? Okay, well, there's my Cinderella. Oh, nope. I'm sorry. I can't do that. The next one's my Cinderella. The 6 seed, the 30-06 going against my favorite rifle caliber. The 11 seed, the 338 Lapua. What in the fuck is a 338 Lapua and 300 Win Mag doing in double? Both of them are in double-digit seeds. You are outside your mind. The 3 seed is a 308 going against the 14 seed, the 243 Winchester. Interesting. The 7 seed's a 30-30. Really? The 10 seed, 22 Mag. The 2 seed, 7.62 by 39 against the 15 seed, the 270 Winchester. Interesting. I'm a little disappointed with the 300 Win Mag being a 13 seed and 338 Lapua being an 11 seed. Explain yourself.
Again, ChatGPT did all this.
I don't think so. I do not. Because there is no way that they got the top 3 seedings right. There's no way, and they got everything else so wrong, unless you just change the top three.
No, I left the top three the way it put it. I put
So
it by
you're
most
saying
popular.
it came with 5.56, 7.62 by 39, and the 308, which are the top three. But they got everything else wrong. That's what you're trying to sell me. I'm not a smart man, but I'm not fucking stupid.
I told it the prompt to go off of how popular of sales they are, and this is what it did.
Okay. Well, okay.
I mean, I gotta have also.
There is no way the 50 BMG is the top five selling caliber. So don't lie to me, dude.
Listen, ChatGPT sucks.
No one's gonna pay $5 a round for a gun that no one can afford. I'm just saying.
Okay, I may have tweaked this just a little bit to have fun.
Just don't lie to me, dude. Yeah, you did it. You did a great job. 300 Win Mag and 3.3 Lapua. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with. I'm going to start with Chris on this one. Go backwards. On the rifle caliber, what's your? I mean, good Lord, you've got so many to choose from. What is your Cinderella? I mean, 458 SOCOM is considered a Cinderella. That's a 9C. What in the hell is wrong with you people?
I don't think it'll be 300 Blackout, though.
I don't know, Mike. I mean, that's going to be one hell of a fight. Like, if that was a boxing match, like, that's a title fight, honestly, in an 8-9 seed. Those are two heavyweights just punching, bro. Or I wouldn't say heavyweights in that. I would say they're middleweights just punching at each other. Saying, I got you. Come on. I don't know.
I'm going to take 22 Magnum over 30-30.
And then they'd have to go up against the 7.62 by 39. Interesting. The 22 Magnum.
Yeah,
I don't have a lot of experience with 22 Mag. So
it's one of my favorite I love 22 Magnum, but it's not going to beat 7.62 by 39 though.
You never know.
I don't know.
17 HMR has a chance, Wes says, especially right now, right? Because 17 HMR is what a lot of people are getting ready to start varmint hunting with, and we we can't keep that shit on our shelves. So 17 HMR is popular right now, so it could beat a 50 BMG, which would be hilarious. The 17 HMR beats a 50 BMG.
And if we look at it from the way people would vote, like most people can't afford 50 BMG or a gun that can shoot it. So
that's it.
It could go.
It could. I'm not saying that 17 HMR is going to beat the 50 BMG, but that's a big possible upset right there. Yeah.
I think 6.5 beats 300 Win Mag. Just a popularity of it.
Popularity probably does. If you're talking about the badass factor of the cartridge, Win Mag takes down Creedmoor any day.
Oh, yeah.
I think popularity, 6.5 Creed wins that probably. Yeah, for sure. So you're saying 22 Mag is your choice for Cinderella?
Yep, I'm taking it.
Ginger, what's your Cinderella?
Well, I was gonna go 300 Win Mag, but now that I look at this more, I think 270 may have a chance to beat 7.62 by 39.
Oh,
dude,
there is no way. You're outside.
I swear, I was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna say the same exact thing.
Are you shitting me?
I think so.
270 is real popular with hunters, and depending on who's voting on this, there's a chance that 270 could squeak it out.
Hunters that are 90.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Hunters that are 90.
They don't have computers, homie. They're not voting this shit.
If it's not 270 squeaking it out, I think 338 Lapua could make it at least a round, but then it's going against 308, and I think that's where it's going to die.
Yeah. Damn.
Who do we got up there as a 16 seed?
16 seed is 6-8.
Oh man, I don't know who's going to win that one. The New Age military round, or
5-5-6 is going to win that.
Everybody that came before.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I don't think 5-5-6 wins the rifle bracket. I think 308 wins the whole thing as far as
you
rifle.
Think so?
I think it's going to be 9mm versus 308 when it comes down to it. The final four is probably going to be 9 versus 45 ACP. This is my opinion. 9mm versus 45 ACP, and I think it's going to be 5.56 versus 308. That's my final four prediction. And I do believe 9mm will probably go against 308 in the I don't know, it could be 45 going against 308, the old fuddy-duddies. If the younger kids vote, it'll be 9 versus 5.56, and the older people vote, it'll be 308 versus 45.
I think that's accurate.
Jacob says it could be 357 versus 30-30. Holy shit.
Dang,
wouldn't that be cool?
Jake's calling the
GOA poll, though, not an NRA poll.
This is true. This is the GOA, so younger people. That's fair. That's fair, G. G says kids don't vote. It's not cool. That's actually a fair statement.
Hey, how many votes do you get on this, John?
You get 1 vote a week.
I was going to say G-Web's being here every hour refreshing. 40.
But G's also got like 1,100 email addresses, so he can stack this. He can shake the tides of these brackets on his own. Jacob voted. There you go. Cool. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go vote. Listen, I want to do something before we move any further, and we'll come back to some more fun pony polls. But I do want to do something, and I need your guys' help. A very dear friend of mine, known him for over 20 years. I shoot with him. He's a personal dear friend of mine. You guys know him as well. My buddy Lance from Off the X. His house burned down, and they lost literally everything. He is not one to start a GoFundMe. He is not one to ask for anything. I had to pry some stuff out of him because I know they need help, and he won't ask for it. I'm asking you guys $1, whatever you guys can spare. I'm going to he has Cash App and he has Venmo, and I'm going to put both of them out there into the chat. And I'm not asking you guys to do anything. I'm just going to throw it out there. A lot of you guys know Off the X or know Lance. And all I want to do is, if you have $1, anything that you can spare, I don't know if you've ever been a part of coming home to a burning house and knowing that everything that you've had for 20 years is now gone. It's devastating. So his daughter and my daughter went to high school together. We've known each other for a long time. Very, 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 very good person. So he's always in our thoughts right now. But like I said, he's never going to ask for help. I'm just asking, guys, if you can, $1. I mean, whatever it is, whatever you guys can afford to help out Lance. He would hate to know that I'm doing this, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Ghost, can you read the prize list on the rules? It's item 5. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. On the prize list? Where am I looking at here? Prize pack includes 1,000 rounds of 9 or 5.56. Do I have to sign up to see? View rules. Okay. Number 5. Prizes. The approximate retail value of prizes is $4,000. The prizes are a CMMG Banshee, a Vortex Spitfire Gen 2, 1,000 rounds of 9mm ammo. You are not guaranteed to win a prize, and your chance of winning is dependent upon the total number of eligible entries received. Actual appraised value may differ at time of prize award. The specifics of the prize shall be solely determined by the sponsor. No cash or other prize substitution permitted except at sponsor's discretion. The prize is non-transferable. Any and all prize-related expenses, including without limitation, any and all federal, state, and local taxes shall be the sole responsibility of the winner. No substitution of prize or transfer or assignment of prize to others or request for the cash equivalent by winners is permitted. Acceptance of prize constitutes permission for gun owners of America to use winner's name, likeness, and entry for purposes of advertising and trade without further compensation unless prohibited by law. I don't know why Jacob wanted me to
because the Banshee part, it's been fixed. There was a glitch in the system. It took an old prize rule, so it should be fixed now.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. But yeah. So
y'all got too many attorneys working for you, John.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they send it over. They just send it like a copy, a boilerplate, and it glitched out because I'm looking at it now and it's not showing that on my end. When he said that, I was like, oh, did the rules mess up? And this happens from time to time with this software.
Yeah. 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 Go vote. And like I said, we're out here trying to do a little fundraiser tonight for our buddy Lance or Off the X. You guys know Off the X out there. He's been out there for years since the beginning. And shoot with him all the time. Came home and house had burned down and lost literally everything. And so he refused to do a GoFundMe and all that. I pried a little Cash App and Venmo out of him. And guys, like I said, I'm not asking you guys to do much. Just if you can, great. If not, it's not a big deal. But I did put the Cash App and Venmo out there. So if you guys can, especially if you guys know Lance, whatever. Yeah, there you go. All right. That was Ginger's, Kyle, Chris. You guys have anything like a pony poll question we want to throw out there? A question to have fun with? I'm trying to think of something. All right, I got one for you. I'll throw out to the crowd. You guys go ahead and say something. Do you have, and this is going to go for you guys in here, so it's not like a multiple choice, right? It's just, let's answer this question out there in the chat. Go ahead and through. When it comes to guns, and I'm not necessarily saying like the gun, like not bucket list, like what's the gun that you haven't shot? What's a scenario? Is it like taking a 50 BMG and shooting it a mile? Or like, do you have like a scenario, like a bucket list dream scenario of a gun or a situation that you've never done before, like shooting at a mile with something, or shooting out of a helicopter, or, you know what I'm saying? Like not just the gun itself, but a scenario. What's like the dream scenario when it comes to guns that you want to do before you die? So if you're out there, go ahead and say something out there in the chat. Chris, Kyle, John, go ahead. Whenever you can think of something, jump in. I've been able and lucky to shoot a lot of stuff, a lot of cool guns in my life from a lot of cool things. For me, I would, as much as I'd like to say hitting something at a mile would be cool as hell, or like ultra long distance, like, you know, 1.5 miles, 2 miles, that'd be kind of cool. But for me, my bucket dream scenario is, gee, what's this, shooting a gun when you're 120? Well, that's no shit. That might win it right there. Gee, you have a link. Jump in here if you want to. I'm gonna say shooting a minigun from a fucking helo might be like my dream scenarios. A minigun from a fucking helo. Or reenacting the act of valor, shooting the minigun from the Swick boat coming around the corner of a river. That might be it. But it's gonna involve shooting a minigun, because I've been able to shoot a lot of cool shit in my life. I've never shot a minigun, so I want to shoot a minigun one day. Chris, you unmuted, so it means you might have something in mind. What's going on?
I don't know what my fascination is with this gun right now, but I want to shoot a 408 Chi-Tac.
I can make that happen, actually.
I'd like to have a range where like a mile or more where I could
so
stretch
my
that
buddy
thing out.
my buddy Charlie Milton, when he broke the world record, he was shooting a 408 Shy Tac. Well, it was they didn't call it the Shy Tac. It was a Wildcat based off the Shy Tac. Just because they put a little more pressure in there, but it was basically a 408 Shy Tac. And that thing is, I shot his rifle he broke the world record with, 2.2 miles, whatever it was that he hit. I shot that rifle with that 408 Shy Tac, and I tell you what, I think Clover was there when I shot it. It felt less than like a 308. You'd be amazed at what that felt like. It was unbelievable how soft it was for that kind of pressure, that kind of power, that kind of energy to get a projectile to go over 2 miles. You think that thing's going to hurt. It was like less than a 308. But yeah, you need to do that, man. That 408 Shy Tac is amazing. But I can talk to Charlie. He's in that world, and he might know someone there in Ohio that's got something around that you can shoot. Like, he knows all those people. Like, let me know.
Yeah, it'd be pretty amazing.
It's great. You'll enjoy it. You'll be more than anything, you'll be surprised at what you think it's going to be, and it's not. It's pretty crazy. Ginger, what you got? You want to get tan, don't you?
No. There's like two that come to mind. One is shooting a gun off a horse, like Old West style.
Like lever action off a horse, like full gallop.
Oh,
that would be pretty cool. Okay, I never thought about that, but that would be pretty damn cool.
And the other one is like spend a day going through Othias' arsenal and just shooting everything from World War I.
Man, assuming that you've got ammo for all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I get more excited about shooting off the horse. I'm just gonna say that's pretty good. I like that. Jacob says going on an elk hunt with 338 Lapua. Jesus. Okay.
I'll take an elk down.
That will take an elk down. Yes, it will. Jacob says that's my primary, but I have so many firearms and events on my bucket list. I don't know if I would. I get it. We're never going to check them all off.
Yeah.
After taking an elk is being able to use any type of machine gun at a range. You never shot it full auto, especially belt fed. Like, there's two guns that's not belt fed. Like, I would say, and Kyle, I know you have. I'm pretty sure Chris and Ginger have. I might be wrong. But there are two non-belt fed that everyone should have in their bucket list. And that's a true HK MP5 full auto and a true Kalashnikov AK-47. Like, not no offense, but not like a clone, like a true Kalashnikov AK-47 full auto. Those need to be bucket list. Those are both experiences that everyone should experience in their lives. Well, hell, let's just do this. This is kind of fun. Kyle, Chris, Ginger, real quick. Non-belt fed, full auto. What should be on Jacob's bucket list?
I'm gonna steal a line from what you just said. The MP5. That was gonna be my bucket list gun. Like, I want to shoot a full automatic suppressed MP5. I don't care where at, what scenario. No, I have not. So I've never even shot a semi-auto MP5. So
oh god.
Oh
yeah.
God bless you. Yeah, you need to make that happen.
Three that come
Chris
to mind
would be a good one.
Chris Vector's dope. But the three that come to mind,
one of the fastest I've ever had shot for sure.
MP7, P90.
MP7's good. P90's good. Yep, absolutely. Those are
Tommy gun.
A Tommy gun. I never think about a Tommy gun. I never think of a Tommy gun anymore. Yeah, Tommy gun would be kind of cool. I've never shot a Tommy gun. I need to shoot
I shot
a
a Tommy gun once.
They're fun.
It does beat
I've shot a semi, but not a full automatic. I never shot a full automatic. That would be kind of fun, I bet.
They don't move. They just kind of like rocks back.
Well, they're pretty heavy. I mean, they're pretty heavy, so they're
solid.
It is what it is. They're solid. It's a good way.
I see why they shot them from the hip all the time.
Yeah,
a little bit more comfortable that way.
Yeah. Chris, what about you?
I'm going to try to think of some stuff that you guys haven't said that I really enjoy shooting full auto.
Have you shot a Kalashnikov before? A true AK-47 full auto?
Only in the 5.45.
Okay, well, it's that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, when the range I was at wouldn't let us shoot 760-39 indoors.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, that's probably true. 5.45. That's also what the P90 is 5.45, isn't it? Isn't it
5.7?
5.45? Is it 5.7? Are you sure about
that? 5.7. Yeah, it's 5.7 by 20.
Is the MP7 5.45?
4.6 by.
What is 5.45? There's something else that's 5.45.
That's the Soviet cartridge, so AK.
No, AKU. I swear that there was another one. I could have sworn there was something else. Maybe not. Okay, I guess maybe not. I don't know. For some reason, I thought that there was another sub gun that was. I don't consider it RPK. That's not what I was thinking. But, anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris. I digress.
Yeah, the P90 is amazing to shoot full auto.
It's great.
One of my favorite weird guns that I shot full auto was I think it's called the VZ61 Scorpion pistol. That was pretty cool.
G brought the Uzi. Uzi's cool. So if you never shot an Uzi, that's fun to shoot as an Uzi. Yeah. BAR.
The side chat said it too, but I love shooting a Glock 18. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, have you ever shot a Glock 18 is awesome. I'd say which I enjoy better, not because it's Beretta, but the 92 93R, I think is what it's called. The 3-round burst. I like a 3-round burst more than I do a full auto anyways, especially like in a 16. Like, I love the 3-round burst. It's a lot easier to control. You keep it on target and just kind of get in that rhythm, and you can still do plenty of suppressive fire on a 3-round burst. But that Beretta 93, I think it's 93R maybe off the top of my head. The 3-round burst, that's a fun one to shoot also. So
that's another thing on the bucket list. I've never fired a full auto handgun.
Oh yeah, you got to, bro. It's awesome. Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
Faux show.
Well, all right. G brought up the Sten. The Sten's fun.
The Sten's, yeah. The AUG.
Is the Sten the one with the side mag?
Yeah.
I rock that thing on Call of Duty.
Yeah, you do.
The other one that's fun is the Papa Shot, the PPE SH41.
I guess I don't know what that is.
I've seen one of those at IV8888.
Yeah, I shot it at IV88. They shoot quick, and they're pretty dope.
Yeah, that thing was eating through rounds.
I guess I don't know what that is. Yeah. What is it? What's it called?
PPSH41.
Images. Oh, it's kind of Tommy Gun-ish.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet, actually.
Yeah, it was the Soviet subgun.
Huh, I'll be damned.
I still have never shot the Vector full auto yet. I want to do that too.
So here's the thing about the Vector, right? It's cool, but makes it so cool to me is it's the quickest I've ever shot. Like, it is so fast. Like, it's unbelievable how quickly it cycles through. Like, you put a mag through it, and you're just like, whoa, that's. I mean, it's quick. It's amazing how quick that thing is.
Chris, we did.
Is there a full auto shotgun? There was the who did that? Was that
G said it. It's the AA-12.
The AA-12, but that thing was that spent years in the court and actually caused a company to go under because of that damn gun. But I shot that at range day. What was that, 2020 maybe? 2019? They had it out there. That thing was bad to the bone. The Bren, yeah, the Bren's pretty sweet too. Yeah. A12, yep.
I've never shot a.
It was Michael had Michael and them over at when Michael was with what's their name? Sol Invictus. They're the ones that had the A12.
A Bren in their 7.62 by 39. Like, are you talking World War II Bren? Like, that's 303. I've never seen one in 7.62 by 39. Unless that's the CZ.
By 39. CZ's got a Bren too, yeah. Yeah, the Bren 2 is in 7.62 by 39. So there you go.
Some gun ranges have the CZ Scorpions full auto too, and that has got a rate of fire on it.
I love a CZ Scorpion. Yep. Yeah, I still think I got a good deal. Unfortunately, I haven't shot on either one of them in so long. This is golly 5, 6, 7 years ago. I don't remember how long ago it's been. Right when the Scorpion kind of started becoming a thing, I had a Scorpion. And then a guy wanted to trade me. And he wanted to trade me a Beretta CX4 Storm, which is their 9mm carbine, and a PX4 Storm, both for my Scorpion. And I traded them. I don't regret it, but I did enjoy that Scorpion. Part of me regrets it, I guess, but I mean, I regret anything like that. But that Scorpion's really good, really, 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 really good. I like that Scorpion a lot. There is a mess of World War guns rechambered in 7.62 by 39 for Chinese warlords. Don Bell in Tucson imported a bunch of them. I'm sure Walt has had some to let people shoot. Maybe, yeah. He also had a Thompson and 9mm that used Stin mags. Really? That would be kind of fun. A Thompson and 9? That would be interesting.
I bet that thing feels like shooting a BB gun.
Oh, out of that rifle? Yeah. That thing is so heavy. It's like, yeah.
That'd be perfect.
Did we get through our wish list of scenarios? Did we get through that? I'm not sure if everyone talked about it. We did.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Belt fed wish list guns. What do y'all think? Chris, let's start with you. What's a belt fed bucket gun that you have?
Well, definitely the minigun. I haven't got to shoot that yet.
Yeah.
Which one? I've only shot one. I think the Saw is what I.
249. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the only one I've shot.
If you're going to shoot one, that's a pretty good one to shoot, you know. You never shot a mod dude.
Right, oh, an M60 would be badass.
A 60. I used to love the 60. See, we didn't have the 249 in my days. In my days, we didn't have the Saw. We had a 60 in the 240 Bravo, and our gunner carried a 60, which means you had to carry at least 3 extra barrels. Because if you know anything about the 60, those barrels didn't last very long. They would get really red really quickly. But yeah, 60 was awesome. I used to love the 60. I am all things. Is Chase back there?
I still remember.
Shit. What up, bitch?
What up? Remember.
What up?
We had this conversation the other night, didn't we, Chase? We were talking about the 60 versus the 240 and the 249, talking about hauling weight.
Yeah, buddy.
Chase, or Ghost, I hate to correct you, dude. I think you were rocking the 240 Golf back in those days.
Really? You gonna play that game with me?
I think you were.
No, I don't.
You had to adjust it.
When was the?
It had the adjustable gas on there for cold weather and hot weather.
Yeah, because we had 240Bs. Y'all had 240Gs.
Did we have the Gs? We did.
Yeah, I don't know. Like when your old ass first got 240s, they may have been Bravos too. But
we were still rocking the Golf when I first got in.
Yeah, we did have the adjustable, which sucked,
like
by the way.
Like the Army variant.
But that's why we use the 60s mostly. We use 60s mostly.
Yeah, see, 60s were just like legacy and the Armory. Like, can I look at that?
Did y'all never really get to shoot the 60s?
No, we never touched them.
Really? Oh, the 60s were awesome, man. They were great, actually. I love the 60s. Talking about just chewing up whatever, like, it was awesome.
Yeah, they definitely look like they handle business.
Yeah, but then you had to carry a bunch, just like anything else. You had to carry a bunch of barrels and all that. So you really had three people that were carrying. You had the guy who was carrying the 60. Then you had a guy who's carrying at least 3 extra barrels. Then you had another guy carrying ammo. I mean, it was what it was,
Yeah, I used to feel so bad for that. The A gunner always got it the worst.
Yeah, we had an A gunner. Then we had an AA gunner, a B gunner, if you want to call it that, Yeah, the A gunner was, it was usually the bitch. And that's just how it was. I was a bitch at sometimes, so I'm not going to lie.
Oh, we've all been there.
Giwo says there's only one, the Tippmann 22LR belt-fed mini M1919. That'd be kind of fun. We're talking bucket list stuff for people that haven't gotten to shoot a lot of stuff. Chase, we're on belt-fed now. So Chris, who started this?
Chris started.
Chris, and he said
minigun.
Minigun. Okay. Chase, belt fed. What should be on someone's bucket list for belt fed?
Fucking Dishka.
People don't realize the Dishka, bro.
Like,
people don't realize how badass. No offense to the Modus. I think the Modus is
so bad it's not funny.
I think the Modus is still better, but the Dishka does not get the respect that it should.
No, I mean, I've shot a lot of shit out of a Modus, and trust me, I don't care how many times you shot it. I don't care how old you are, whatever. It will put a smile on your face like a 5-year-old every time. And I'm down. I'm here for it. Don't get me wrong. But I've never squeezed off around in a Dishka, and I want to do it.
Hey, Chase, the Dishka's got to be from the back of a Toyota.
Dude, 100%. It's got to be on a Hilux.
No. It needs to be in the back of like the old red 1983 Toyota pickup truck. It was
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be like in a 75 Hilux.
It's got to be
like,
an 80s Hilux.
Survive like 3 continents.
Exactly. It survived the Afghani-Russian war in the 80s,
100%.
Yeah, those Dishkas are sweet.
I'm here for it. Like, if I hit the lottery, like you're not going to really know a lot, but I promise
signs.
when I have an old beat the shit Hilux with a Dishka in the back of it, you'll know.
Pulling up next to his well, I don't know. I don't even know. You and I have had so many conversations on the car if we like won the lottery. I know it's a Ferrari, but which Ferrari would be the dream Ferrari?
I mean, for me, it's still an F40.
It's still the F40.
Yeah,
you better win a big lottery to get that.
There's a lot of other stuff, but you need lottery money, like good lottery.
You need lottery money for that. Days. I've heard there's one that's going to be valued now about $95 million. I'm not sure which one it was. There's only like 20 of them left, right?
Well, there's a bunch of F40s, but it's the like GTOs, the ones that are like insane money.
Didn't someone wreck one not too long ago at a dealership or something?
Several wrecked recently.
Oh, can you imagine a $20 to $40 million vehicle getting wrecked at a dealership?
The one they're talking about that could potentially hit $100 million is going to be like a private auction potential thing.
Yeah, which one was that?
It's a Le Mans winning 250 GTO chassis.
Okay. I thought it was a 40 for some reason. I just heard there was a Ferrari that's going to be valued at $100 million. I was like, oh my god.
The Ferrari Museum is like in negotiation for it.
Oh, they're trying to get it too. That helps.
Yeah, and Mr. Lauren is after it too.
People don't realize Ralph Lauren's card collection is almost priceless. Like we're talking like $500 million worth of cars that dude has, like legitimately. I think he's got the most expensive car in the world still, doesn't he? He has that old Bugatti, like the 1930 something Bugatti.
Yeah, he's
considered the most expensive car in the world.
Yeah, that one they estimate if it ever sold would sell between 125 and 150 million.
Yeah, like a 1930s Bugatti. It would be amazing. Yeah.
It's like a one-of-one race car.
It's amazing. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So Dishka. All right. Ginger belt-fed bucket gun.
It's got to be The Ma Deuce or the M60?
You never shot a Ma Deuce?
No. The last time I was
I
supposed to
figured
shoot
you
a
had
Ma-
it, maybe Eric's thing or something. Surely someone's got one at Eric's, don't they?
No, the last time I had a chance to shoot it was at CanCon East when RD had one, and
Okay.
I was in line to go shoot it, and recoil took like 2 belts worth of 50 and ran it through it, and it like shut down.
Yeah, it will do that. That's the problem with the Ma is it doesn't like eating a whole lot at a time. It likes nibbling a lot. I'm just surprised that no one's had a Ma Deuce at Eric's thing. I figured someone's got one.
There's been one. I seen a video of a Humvee mounted one when I was doing my research.
There's been Humvee mounted ones, but they don't let anybody but Eric shoot them. So Eric, they pull the Humvee up, Eric lets go, and then they drive it off so someone doesn't get hurt.
Hey, I will tell you, the key to keeping that Ma Deuce running is LSA. Just coat that thing in LSA, you're good to go.
So. She likes it wet and dirty, man.
Wet and dirty, baby.
Real wet.
She does, and that's legitimate. She does like it. G-Webs. What's up, G Money?
Hey, look at this.
Hey, I'm gonna show my age shirt, Ghost and Kyle. Watch this one. Who still has a timing and headspace gauge?
Oh my god.
I do somewhere. I do somewhere. I didn't know if we should say that on the podcast or not, though.
I mean,
I think there's
limitations stuff. It's whatever at this point.
I
we're
think
going
that
up those quick change barrels, man.
Yeah,
I think that I think that we're safe at this point. There's a lot of stuff that might have made it home.
Have you ever seen somebody crack one off that wasn't timed correctly?
Yes, and that's scary. That's scary, bro.
This was off a tripod, and the dude thought he blew his nuts off.
Oh, I bet.
It's scary. It is scary. And it doesn't have to be off by much. Just a little bit.
No, I'm talking like a couple of ticks, man. It wasn't a lot.
Yep. Man, it's different. G-Webs, what's up, man?
Oh, not much. I just seen the link. Thanks for the link.
Yeah. I seen you link every week, bro. You just never see it. So, bucket. I mean, for you, I'm not saying for you because you probably shot everything, but I mean, what's a belt-fed bucket list that people should have on their list? Maybe something obscure that you have shot that most people wouldn't think about, like chase pull with Disca. Disca is great. You know, that's a great pull there.
I had a friend that had a parts kit Disca. That's as close as I've got to one. So I've played with one, like fiddled with parts of one. We had a guy. Well, there's a guy here in Tucson that's he does foreign weapons familiarization courses for the Marines, and so we've shot a lot of stuff with him. Like whenever it's not real hard to twist his arm to get him to bring out a bunch of firearms and then do like fundraisers and things. So I'm sure Scott's shot a bunch of his stuff too. So I've shot I'm not gonna say everything, but I've shot everything I've ever wanted to shoot at Waltz. The only thing I haven't shot from at just shooting is that Tipman. So I've seen one of them.
Are you talking about?
Yeah, they're like little scale. This is like the first version of Tipman's. Like now they make that 9mm thing with Glock mags, right? Like that's the son. The dad made a little, like I don't know if it's a 1/8 scale or something, but like an actual scale model of a 1919, right? So a Ma Deuce, right? So instead of 50, it's 22 long rifle, and it has little cloth belts, and it looks just like a little Ma Deuce, right? And it looks super cool, and it's tripod, and it's cloth belt fed. And I see
it's 1/8. It's still pretty big, Dan. I mean, it's not like it's small.
It's like the size of a 1022. Yeah, I mean, you set it on a desk or something, and it takes up the whole desk. It's pretty big.
Awesome.
But when I seen one, it was in probably before his stupid ass 1986. You know what I'm saying? So like, it was just something. I think he just made them because he could. But then he was almost hand making them, so he didn't make a lot of them. They're like $8,000 or something now. So I've seen one. One came through a gun shop in Arizona, and they never let me fiddle with it. But that's the closest I've ever gotten one, other than like there's a guy at Wanamaker who has like a lot of those kind of things, and he'll have one. But seeing it at Wanamaker isn't anything like shooting one. So that would be the one I'd like to shoot. I would say though, with full auto, it's sort of like, think about, for anybody that's thinking about it, think about like a motorcycle. If you're going to drive a crotch rocket, if you're going to drive like an old World War II motorcycle, if you're going to drive like an enduro, if you're going to drive some like big touring bike, right? All those are going to drive differently, and that's how full auto is. Like, it's not just that these guns look differently; they're different machines, and like that Sten just empties, like it just drops the ammo so fast. And like the little, well, we didn't say Mac 10s. They're some of my favorite to shoot because they're just tough. Like, they're hard to shoot. They're just as fun to shoot.
That's why when you said Uzi, that's I think Uzi is one that gets lost. Also, Uzis are just
Uzi's slow and it's heavy as hell. Like, it's a giant,
but it's fun as shit to shoot, though. Yeah.
It is fun to shoot because it's an open bolt, and like same as a Thompson. It's like open bolt, super heavy, little tiny pistol caliber, so they're super easy to shoot. But anyway, so that's why there's fun. Is it's just like they're all different. They have a different manual of arms, but they have a different recoil impulse. So the easiest is to think about the M16 and the AK-47. Like, you have to shoot those two first, and then you'll understand what we're talking about. Shooting a hollow piece of aluminum versus a big metal taco, like, they just shoot differently, and they have different dwell, right? Whatever, like recoil impulse, like they just feel differently. And then you start, like I say, shoot a Sten. You said an MP5.
MP5.
MP5 is tough.
A Kalashnikov and an MP5 are my two favorite.
But that's like shooting a really nice one first.
Yeah.
And then everything you can compare it to, you're going to go.
But see, here's the thing though, but that's what made me fall in love is I went through foreign weapons training, and I shot an MP5 and I shot a Kalashnikov 47 in full auto when I was 19 years old and never really had much firearm experience. And so for me, those two were like, they're bucket list guns, but they're like the first two that I shot. And so for me, they were kind of over the top, but, and that's why I say, I'm not taking anything away from any of the 47 clones and all that, but like a real Kalashnikov 47 and an HK MP5, like, they're amazing. They're amazing. And I still to this day will tell people this, that I enjoy shooting an AK-47 more than I do a 16 or an M4 or an AR style rifle. I love shooting AK. I think that the AR platform is probably much easier in all of that, and it's a better platform, but just pure shooting it, man, an AK is fun as hell to shoot, man. I love AKs to shoot. Just wish they're a little more practical in today's world,
You shoot something like a Sten, and it's got 12 parts or something. There's like a spring, there's the tube, and when the barrel and the tube are all together, there's the magazine.
Something like so simple.
And when you shoot that, it feels like it's like a staple gun or something, like one of those squeeze staple guns. It's like and then you shoot something like a Vector or an MP5, and it's just totally dialed in. It's tight together. It's a totally different thing. I guess like I say, like driving an old motorcycle from like the World War II, where it would be kind of loose. Shocks are going to be real sloppy, versus some crotch rocket where it's going to be super comfortable and like hug the road. There's the ergonomics on the old World War II stuff just doesn't exist. It's like, there's like a little grip. There's like the metal thing. Lucky if it doesn't burn you or somehow jab you or something. Then you get to like that 60 and there's some plastic parts on it, but it's still like 70 pounds. And then you get to the new stuff like an AUG or something. And it's like, or what I was saying, that I went to one of those military shoots at shot one time and shot that. I put it in the list there because I don't remember the name of it. That MP7, I think.
The MP7, which is a great one. I love the
tiny round.
Yeah,
that thing's like shooting a full out of 177 BB gun. It's cheap.
It's awesome.
It doesn't even move, and it's shooting like little tiny 223s. Like
a lot of people actually say that they would choose the MP7 over the MP5. The MP7 might be a better platform. I personally enjoy the MP5, but I think if you're asking about the platform, I think the 7 is probably a better platform than the MP5.
MP5 is neat to shoot from what I understand, but it's like having a race car. Once you have to open it and fiddle with it, good luck. Like it's a whole different, it's like a mess inside, right? Like it's a German gun. There's a ton of parts.
It's a German gun. Yeah. And we don't understand any of it. So we were told that if everyone malfunctioned, kind of like an AK, just throw it and pick up something else. That was the easiest way to fix it, is to pick something else up and shoot it. Honestly, that's what they told us. Especially the AKs. They said, if the AK does go something wrong, throw it down, take a couple steps, there'll be another one on the ground somewhere. But
I don't think we ever got told how to fix anything. Like we got told how
No,
to.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't teach us how to fix anything. They said instead
of
fixing
much
just,
it. Like
just
if
throw
it breaks,
it down.
ask for another one.
Yeah.
And if you can't find one, grab something.
That's it. They said if something breaks, just throw it on the ground and move on. And Fluffy says Mark 19. So the Mark 19 has a special place in my heart.
That's the belt-fed 40 millimeter.
That's the belted 40 millimeter. And as far as enjoying life and just bringing chaotic hellfire to the world, a fully automatic belt-fed 40 millimeter grenade launcher is as much fun as you're ever gonna have. I to this day, it's not the best. It's not whatever. It's still, I think it's a top three favorite gun I've ever shot.
I've only seen them in movies. They're huge, though, aren't they? They big.
Yeah, they're like a Ma Deuce. Like, I mean, they're like you got to sit down on the fucking ground with your ass on the ground, it's propped up. It's basically kind of sitting down like a Ma Deuce, but probably a little bit bigger actually. But it's when you hear that, boom, 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 it's the coolest sound in the world. Is hear that. Boom,
How are you
boom,
like
boom, boom.
shooting them at a tank? Or are you like up in the buildings, or like do they?
I mean, we were doing it tank stuff. I mean, they're actually, and I don't know, Kyle, I don't know, Chase, when you guys were downrange, I heard that they had 19s on Humvees. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah,
so
fuck yeah.
What the hell were y'all doing 19s? Like, were y'all just sending it in the buildings?
Yeah, we used HEDP.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No, I mean they're a multi-purpose gun, like anti-personnel, anti-vehicle,
like a 40.
Yeah, we were using it for anti-track. We were basically using them for anti-track guns, right?
They could not punch through a wall, G-webs, or at least the mud walls.
They could or could not.
Could not.
Okay. The only time I ever touched a 40 was chalk rounds in a 203 in basic or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, were they trying to make us shoot through windows or something? Like we were trying to shoot through things with them. Like we weren't. And then I don't think we even.
It's going to bounce off a lot of shit. I'm just going to say that. My experience.
Like, I don't know about you, Kyle. Like when y'all were doing like the familiarization fires, like learning how to use them and shit. Like we had a bunch of like old trucks and like old like Shermans and old APCs and shit just strode out. They're like, just fucking aim at those things. You'll figure out how to like use
that
them.
might have been what it was, like just a big field of them. But they didn't care if you hit them or not. They were just like try to shoot them and then you get to shoot like 2 or 3 and then let the next guy grab it or something.
Yeah.
But so anyway, when you're shooting them for real though, with like real ordnance, like they're not enough to push through. Like I got the impression you lob them. I never got the impression you shoot
lob them.
Yeah.
But it'll bring some damage to whatever area.
It's so eerie.
Some stuff where they put them on boats, right? And they were like shooting at other boats with them and like hitting boats with them, like using them as.
Oh yeah, they'd mess.
Yeah, because you can go out to I don't know what the max effective, but several hundred. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know the max either, but
I don't remember what the max was, but you can go. I mean, I know you can go to several hundred very comfortably. You know.
Yeah.
And hit like a basketball hoop size thing.
I mean, no, at that point, 300. Let's say 300 meters, you're probably hitting a fucking tank or a boat. But I mean,
okay,
but you're able to get that projectile, fucking 300 meters away.
Well, unless you're running out, you're able to walk them in too with a belt fed.
Oh yeah, you're able to walk them in for sure. Yeah. And that's really, you're not really trying to aim that shit. That's what you're doing. It's all about walking in. You're really not aiming that shit. It's at least we didn't.
I mean, if I remember right, I mean, this has been forever ago now, but I want to say like point target was like 1,500 meters or something with them.
I mean, I know that. I know they reached out a while. I know they can reach a mile. They can reach a mile. I just don't know if it's effective. I don't know what the max effective.
No, I mean that's
they can reach forever.
That's just like if you got like troops in defilade or some shit, and you're just trying to launch rounds at them.
Yeah.
A grenade hit on impact, so you can shoot them as far as you want, or is it timed?
I think it's an impact. It's not. There's no way it's timed if you're able to shoot that thing out to 1,000 meters. You know what I'm saying?
Was it?
Yeah, no, it's
Let's
an
see here.
impact.
Mark 19. I want to see. I want to
it's
see
on-
what they're saying.
It's on
Max
a
effective range is 1,200 meters. Max effective range. Effective range.
and they're on a spin fuse, G. So
Yeah. Like to arm it, it's got to be physically launched to arm it.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
yeah.
350 rounds per minute. Just imagine 350 rounds of 40 Mike coming at you in a minute. That's pretty badass.
that's what I was going to say.
If they're being walked in on you, like you're just
Yeah.
seeing grenades
You're
going
done.
off.
Like you're screwed. Yeah, you're done. Yeah. There's no getting away from that.
Off the back of a Humvee, you're basically a one-man mortar team.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, that's what I thought those things would be.
So let me ask you this: I've never shot one from a Humvee. How is okay? I know what it is like shooting a mod deuce from a Humvee, and it's pretty fun, and it can rattle the Humvee a little bit. Is the 19 better, or is it worse? Is it easier to? I mean,
Well,
how in comparison to a deuce?
Ghost, we've advanced since your time, all right?
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Yeah.
We have, or at least we did. We had they were on hydraulics.
Oh yes,
So-
ours were not hydraulics, by the way. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah. So like the Maul Deuce shot like a baby. The Mark 19, you'd press the trigger and all you'd hear is the operating, and then you'd hear the rounds downrange. Like that's
This
it.
is
Yeah,
out, like,
we
one of
didn't
the
have
doors that had a-
hydraulic turrets, man. We had turrets that like you had to like turn.
Now
the
they were
turret.
They were still we had the cranks at least.
crank,
but I'm talking
the
about
crank.
the mounts. The mounts.
No,
were
the mounts.
super
Yeah,
big.
we did not have hydraulic mounts. It was
Yeah.
straight up just mounted.
You still had the 1970 like panel mount that
Where's my pen at? Where's my pen?
Where's my pen? Good times. Good times. I know that John and Chris are going, what the fuck? This is boring. Sorry. It doesn't take much to get us going down. But Mark 19, that needs to be on everybody's bucket list. Just, I mean, who doesn't want to shoot that?
I mean, if you're gonna shoot one, fuck a Mark 19 when you can shoot the HK GPMG.
Okay.
If you want the latest in fuck you 40 millimeter technology, that's what you got to go with.
I don't even know what that is. I haven't seen that one. HK.
It's what was brought about initially to replace the Mark 19, and they saw
GMG. Holy Jesus! Yeah.
So I seen at the downstairs when you come in from the where you like get your badges if you're in the big building, and you like that main foyer or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
You come into the downstairs, and the NRA. No, not the NRA. The SHOT Show store is to your left, and if you go,
yeah.
Right. So right there, when you go to your right, it was in that first aisle or maybe the second aisle, but I think it was in the first aisle. There was a place there that had dummy. I clicked my mic.
Oh, I was gonna say I didn't know that was me. I was like, did I just lose audio?
Instead of being
they had
40, it was
what?
a 30. He had a 30.
30. Okay.
Millimeter. And he was saying that was for some contract that the Army wanted us to be carrying around 30 millimeters instead of 40s. Obviously, trying to save money or time or weight or whatever.
Yes.
So, what do you think about a 30? Would you think a 30 is a better deal than a 40, or do you need that much?
I mean, I think it.
I've only ever shot chalk.
I don't have experience with 30s very much, right? Not much. But what I'll say this is,
I don't think 30s exist. These were just wooden things, but it just the size of them was bigger than a shotgun.
If you have a 30, it's going to be a little bit smaller. But if you're bringing Hellfire and you're running belt fed or even like you're using it for suppressive fire, like it's still going to fuck some shit up, right? I mean, you'd have to think it's still going to fuck some shit up.
Hey, 30 Mike works just fine for Apaches and the A10. I'm just saying.
What's that?
Oh, really?
Okay. I said 30 Mike's work fine for the Apache and the A10. So
that's what I'm saying. Like it's gonna fuck some shit up, So
maybe that's where they
get
it
from. A10 30. I thought the 8 was the AC. Is the A10 30?
7 30 millimeter barrels.
And that's little grenades they're shooting out.
Oh well, the A10's
it's a
depleted uranium high explosive round.
You're talking about its main gun. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the Apache
I didn't
has
realize it was a
18
30
rounds.
for some reason. I thought it was.
Yeah,
It's 30.
the
Okay.
Apache's chain gun, that 30 millimeter chain gun, it's got high explosive rounds for like troops in the open and that kind of shit.
Yeah. By the way, the A10 is considered a firearm, which I think is amazing.
Yeah, it's a gun design.
It's a plane designed around a gun, which is fucking awesome. I love the fact that the A10 is a gun. I just think that's just awesome. And they're trying to get rid of the A10. What the hell's wrong with them?
They're not trying to. They are.
I know. I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense.
They're putting like 30 of them a year in mothball now.
It's a shame. It's a shame. One of the coolest sounds that that's all it is, and hellfire comes to the ground.
John, you won't convince GOA to buy one.
Nah, you don't have any balls at all.
No, I can try to convince them, but they'll say no. I'll be like, this is the greatest thing ever.
That is the most fuck you ATF American thing I've
Just say,
ever
Eric,
heard.
it's like Eric. Just think, Eric, you're gonna fly into everything that you have in an A10. Like Trump's got Air Force One. You get to fly in an A10, homie.
I don't think legally we can own one.
Why not?
Because it's above 50.
Just get those
You
little
can own the
flags that
plane.
say POW.
We can own the plane. We can't own the gun.
I don't think they sell A10s though.
Yes,
I
you
know.
can. You can own anything above 50. It's just a tax stamp.
Yeah.
It would be 8 tax stamps or whatever.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's no different than a 20 Mike. Well, I mean, it's one receiver, so the cannon unit itself is just one receiver.
But they can just disable. They can disable the cannon if they want to.
Yeah. Well, they would. They're not going to let you fly around. with it.
Yeah, I'm saying disable it and then just buy the plane. And who gives a shit?
I mean,
I don't think they sell them though.
They demill it, and then you go to Dillon Arrow and go, look here, dudes.
What's
I
it
need
gonna take?
a solid.
Or put
What's it gonna
barrel
take?
inserts into them to make them 50s.
Yeah. I mean, because you think about it, before the old man Dillon died, he had a fully functional F4 that the Air Force allowed him to fly around Arizona and like drop live ordnance with.
Mm-hmm. He would shoot a
Jacob
drone.
says, "What the hell kind of a class 4473 would you have to fill out to own an A10?"
The plane, nothing, believe it or not. It's pretty easy.
The plane is the plane itself is good.
Yeah.
If you disabled that, would you have to fill out anything if you disabled the cannon?
Nah,
How
there's
much
tons of
would-
warbirds.
Yeah. What's that?
How much would an A10 realistically cost?
Oh shit.
Hey, John, convert it to a T-shirt launcher.
Yeah, okay. Just fly over goals. Brr.
Brr.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Okay, maybe not an A10, but you could be like Super America because like you can go buy. There's F4s for sale right now.
There's an A10 Warthog $699 for sale for $1 million.
Okay, so I need a rich benefactor to buy it because that's not in our budget.
I just looked that up too. That's actually cheaper than I thought it was going to be.
I thought it'd be multiple millions. Yeah.
You found an A10 for sale? Where at?
Yeah. Yeah. A10.
You probably put an A10 for sale. I put in privately owned.
It's on Arrow Surplus has one for $1 million.
Kyle, we could
very own A10.
Kyle, we could afford.
Oh,
one
never mind. Never mind. Never
It's a
mind.
different kind of A10.
Yeah, it's a joke.
We could afford one if people didn't move their boost sizes.
This is
April
true.
27th. Air Force. End of the road for the A10. There's already interest in
Obviously,
the
suck at
private
negotiating with
sector.
a senile old man.
Oh, I tried to negotiate. There was no negotiation. When I said Chase wanted this booth, he said, I make the decisions, and basically hung up the phone on me.
We made the decision last year at the show.
Yeah, I know. And he basically hung up the phone on me.
Yeah, I'm not
all
very
right.
smart, Jacob. I don't read. I need pop-up pictures, so I didn't get it that far. And so then I saw it. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah, but there's actual like fighters and all this kind of stuff you can buy, like controllers full of that stuff.
Oh yeah, you can
So if
find
you
all
want,
sorts- you
like,
can find a
there's-
Tomcat if you want. There's some cool Tomcats out there.
There's There's A4s for sale right now, functional. There's F4s for sale right now, functional. Bunch of P51s.
Oh, P51 would be so good. I love it.
John, if you really love freedom in America, y'all would have a P51 like all red, white, and blued up. It would
so
have
like
functional
in Top Gun Maverick at the very end, that Mustang that Tom Cruise was flying is actually his. That was part of the deals. That's his private P51 Mustang, which is awesome.
See, if you come down here to Clearwater, like on the other coast, you can see him flying around.
You could just pull a Firefox and learn another language, and then walk backwards into a hangar and rip off some country's airplane.
I mean, that's the easiest way. That's the easiest way to do it. Let's just
see. John has no idea what you're talking about now. That's
Firefox. He has no idea.
Like Dirty Harry decided to learn Russian and rip off a MiG.
Yeah, was it MiG-25 or whatever back in then? It was like the Super Foxbat.
John, you know what a Star Fox is, don't you?
He doesn't know what Star Fox is.
No,
he has no idea.
Russia is a country on the other side of the planet.
God, we're not that old, Cal.
There's an F-16, Jacob says, fully functional F-16 up for grabs in Florida, $8.5 million. That's actually cheaper than I thought it would be for a 16.
Those are old, like demilled A models. Like there's a company down here that does like aggressor training.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd still be fun to play with. Don't get me wrong, but it's not a more modern, updated 16. It's like, one of the old A models built in the 70s, early 80s.
Let's be honest, I wouldn't care.
Oh hell no!
I own a 16. I don't care what you think of it. I still win the day. Chances are I win the day. The fuel cost for one of those, shit.
The what?
The fuel cost. Jacobs, I couldn't imagine the fuel cost for one of those. Yeah,
and a 16.
Those jet fuel is, man, that is some crazy shit right there.
She chews through it too. That thing does not have a very good loiter time without a bunch of drop tanks. And a tanker.
If you ever want to do an afterburn, well, then you're screwed.
Yeah, she don't carry a lot of fuel.
No.
There's a reason that Thunderbird show is pretty short.
Yeah.
Well, kids, I hope y'all enjoyed that 25 minutes of flying because we had a freaking gas.
Yeah, we're getting ready to run on fumes here if we don't get on the ground. So, yeah.
We get to see those all the time when they practice and then they do the show. So,
yeah. Did you ever see? I know Chase has, but have you guys ever seen? I want to say it's on Netflix. I might be wrong about that, but I think it's on Netflix. But they have the Blue Angels documentary that they do with the Thunderbirds, and like they train together. It's a pretty cool documentary. That's pretty cool.
Where they spend like a week or something, like
and like, I mean, you're talking about two precise people, and they have to talking about being out of their own realm, having to trust other people in that kind of timing and all that. It was just really, really cool. Really, really cool.
Dude, there's a really good one on Amazon. It's just the Blue Angels, but man, you want to get motivated, watch that shit.
That might be the first thing I saw that kind of got me into this one. I think it was on. Yeah, it was. Was it talking about spinning like?
Like basically, they went in and they were interviewing
from
and hanging
day
around.
One. Yeah,
they were hanging with the team, and then the team changed over.
Yeah.
That's and they fly at like 36 inches, and then they fly at like 24 inches, and then they
they're in that, like that office, and they're like visualizing the flight, and they're all like, that was because they were like together. They're all like, I was like, holy shit, that's awesome.
And what was crazy about that one too is so when they were filming that, so you've already got the added pressure. You're the new team. Then you got the added pressure. There's a film crew following you the whole season.
Yeah.
Then you got the pressure of, hey, by the way, we're transitioning to the Super Hornet for the first year.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you got to learn everything over again because the jet's bigger and it behaves differently. And
when they all got their eyes closed and they're all like doing the motions together. I've seen
that's what I'm saying.
Get ready for their podcast, and that's what they do when they're getting ready for their podcast.
That's exactly right. That's how we prepare for this.
Like 20 minutes.
So everybody, we get the roller coaster. Like, hey.
No shit. When they filmed that season, they were here in town. And so like I saw them, and then like
are
I
they
realized
based
like
in
when the
Pensacola,
movie came out a couple
typically?
years later, I'm like, oh hey, that was them.
Yeah.
Because
Are they based out of Pensacola? Is that where they are? The Angels?
Yeah, NAS Pensacola.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you're
where are the Thunderbirds out of? Do you know?
Vegas.
No,
they're
Vegas.
out of Vegas.
Okay. I didn't know that. Okay, that's cool.
So if you ever want to have fun and you're like on the Northern Gulf, like hang out around Orange Beach, Pensacola, Navarre, Destin, every time the Blue Angels come home from a show, they buzz the beach.
They buzz the beach, yeah, on like Friday, and they also do it when they're in town, even if they're not. I think they do it on Fridays.
They buzz the beach every
day.
They
buzz it on every day. Okay,
yeah, every day they're practicing. They buzz the beach. That's like a big thing.
That's pretty cool.
But when they come home, like there's like Facebook groups and stuff and like Twitter groups that like tell you, hey, Blues are inbound in 15 minutes or whatever. I'm not gonna run out on the pier.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The best fucking plane in the whole thing is the 130. That motherfucker is a beast, bro.
That's the Marines right there.
What they can do with that 130 is crazy. What do they call that? Big Blue or Old Blue or what do they call that? I can't remember what they call it. They call it something. Fat Albert, is that what they called it?
Fat Albert, yeah.
Yeah, okay. But what they can do with a 130 is crazy. Like, that's insane. Yeah.
Could you imagine being part of the flight crew on that bad boy when it's doing like the nose dives and all that?
Bro, that would be what do they call that? Oh shit. What's the plane they take the astronauts up to feel weightlessness? They call it the
the vomit comet.
The vomit comet. Yeah. Comet. Yeah, it'd be kind of like that because you're almost when you get up and you go straight down, like you're gonna be weightless for about a half a second in that thing.
I can promise you,
that'd be awesome.
If you ever want to like scare the shit out of yourself, I have like the best roller coaster ride ever.
Yeah,
getting a C5 when they're practicing a combat descent and landing. When that monstrosity falls out of the sky. So
I've been in a 30 doing some. I'll just put how do I put this? Quick landings, steep landings.
Yeah.
But the C5 being so big, I bet you that's crazy.
It is nuts. I mean, it literally falls out of the damn sky when they won't like. Okay, here we go. Hang on.
Yeah, if you're not ready for a combat landing, it'll fuck you up a little bit because it'll scare you. It scared the shit out of me the first time I went through one.
My ears don't pop correctly on that shit, so like I can't hear a damn thing afterwards for like a day.
Yeah, it's I think that the pilots like doing that shit just to fuck with everybody else. I really do. I think they enjoy doing that shit. Whether it's needed or not, we're going to come in hard, guys. Why? I don't know. We got to come in hard. Fuck you, dude. Like I think you enjoy that shit.
Yeah, we did that TDY. We made friends with a bunch of those dudes as Air Force Reserve unit, and they were like flying constantly. And they're like, hey, we got to put some weight on the aircraft. If y'all want to fly, like, come on, we got plenty of room, obviously.
Yeah.
So we're doing it. And they're like, hey, I hope y'all.
Like, we got these fuckers on. Let's have some fun with them.
And I knew it was coming. I was like, can I please go on the flight deck? Because there's like extra jump seats on the flight deck. And they're like, hell yeah. And like literally.
On the flight deck? Is it different on the flight deck?
Dude, you literally just see the ground coming.
Oh, hell no. That'd be kind of crazy.
I mean,
that's the part about me is look, we don't get to see what's coming. We feel it. I don't know if I want to see it. I trust those guys, but I don't want to see it. I just want to
like going up there and watching the weird feeling. That wasn't the weird feeling. The weird feeling, C5 is like, it's upstairs seating for personnel, and you face backwards. So when that thing's falling out of the sky, you're like,
oh hell no,
flying back like a lazy boy.
Yeah. Fluffy says, I know where a Sherman tank is sitting on a farm in Ohio. No shit. That'd be kind of cool. Is it still operational or is it just like the shell?
Chris, let's go get it.
I think Anderson needs a fucking Sherman, dude. Right out in front. Right out in front of the fucking building.
I'm more of a Porsche guy, so I'm gonna go with the Tiger.
Tiger
There's
3
them
cool.
floating around too.
In America?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of those things for sale.
Really?
Yeah, you can buy tanks like you can buy guns. I mean, there's tons of that stuff. You just import them in the country. It's not a big deal.
I know that Pappas used to have, I don't know if he still does or not, but he was selling some funny ass tank jokes. He used to take them to like parades and shit. And can you imagine Pappas driving a fucking tank in a parade? Just the visual of that's awesome, you know? So, yeah.
I can see him getting out of his 15-year-old, 20-year-old Buick and getting into a tank.
Yes. A Buick Skylark.
Yeah.
Or maybe that was at that point, it might be the Buick Park Avenue for him.
I don't know what he's got. I just know he's got an old Buick. He's got an old Buick. He hates new cars and all the technology.
He does. Yeah,
he's
a different dude, but he's one of the greatest. He's one of the greatest people in our industry, but he is a different dude. He's a different dude.
Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it.
Lance off the X is up here for a quick minute working a midnight train, so he's still appreciate you, bro, for stopping in. I know you're still on the train, and I put a couple links out there for you. Hopefully that you're getting some. Put the Cash App and the Venmo out there, so hopefully you guys are doing that. Just real reminder, guys. Lance, love you, man. We're thinking about you. Yeah, I don't even know what to say, bro. I mean, I know we're texting and all that, but I don't even know what to say. I can't imagine what it is. So I'm here. I'm around. But yeah, love you, man. Be safe on the train, and we'll talk when you get home for sure. Fluffy says, my dad almost bought a tank when I was a little fluffy guy, but he didn't. I am going to, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to put the links out here again for those that came in late. Lance out there off the X lost literally everything to a fire. He and the family safe. Everyone's safe. But yeah, it's a little different when you lose everything, like literally everything in a fire. Starting over sucks. So we're not trying to raise big money. We're not trying to send them to Hawaii or anything like that. We're just trying to, until insurance, because insurance is going to try to screw them, but until insurance plays a role and all that, it's going to be brutal. But there you go. Yeah, we appreciate you too, Lance, and hang in there. There's anything we can do. Like you said, there's a couple. He's not doing a GoFundMe. I had to basically pry Cash App and Venmo out of him because he doesn't want anything like that. But this is a pretty cool community. And you guys that know Lance know he's a great guy. So yeah, if you guys can help out, even if it's $1, whatever it is, anything helps. So I appreciate you guys. Yeah, we'll do, Kyle. Thanks, man. We'll do. But yeah. All right, hour 45. What the hell? We want to talk. Is there anything else we need to talk about that we?
Yes.
I have a way of. Yes. Okay.
I have my bucket list belt fed.
Oh yeah, belt fed. Yeah, what's your bucket list belt fed?
All right,
that's like an hour ago. See what I'm saying? Right, the rabbit holes my mind goes down.
Oh man, that was a good rabbit hole though.
That was a damn good rabbit hole.
Chase stole mine, being the Ditchka, because I really wanted to blast one off. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little jealous.
There is nothing saying you can't say the same thing as someone else.
Well, but I don't want to. So I'm gonna go with a PKM or an RPK.
RPK, I'd go RPK for sure.
And then there's the unrealistic. And I believe I've said this on your show before, and it still stands. I want to be on a battleship, sitting in one of those little reclining back seats behind the anti-aircraft gun, just cranking away.
Oh, okay. That would be fun. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. That would be.
Where it's like four barrels and you're kind of sitting in between all of them.
Yes. And you've got like that one central sight, and you're just going at it.
Shooting at like flying things or balloons or something.
Yeah, we'll say balloons. And
there's some guys that got like quad 50s like that, and then some of the like 25 and 30 millimeter like turret emplacements. They're not on ships anymore, but they used to go to some of the big machine gun shoots years ago. So
Really?
that could possibly happen.
that would be cool.
Pretty sweet. As much as it sounds weird, there's a part of me that would like to be in Vegas flying like one of the Reapers over like in the desert in the Middle East somewhere and just raining hellfire missiles from a drone from thousands of miles away. That'd be kind of cool.
Dude,
I'm not gonna lie.
I was going through that in my mind. Like, I think it'd be cool to be like the operator on the C-130 like gunship.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Oh man, like that sounds like some Call of Duty shit, but I think that'd be so cool to have the thermals and you're just like, all right, I'm on target.
Yep. No, for sure. Like there's some of that stuff that would be just experiences. Maybe not the act of shooting whatever weapon system it is or whatever. It's just the experience of, like I said, a minigun. Yeah, minigun in general is going to be great. I want to shoot a minigun from a helo or from a Swick boat from Reliving Act of Valor. If I could get in a Swick boat and come across a corner and just light up something with a minigun like Act of Valor, that might be I could die right then and be a happy man. That would be the most amazing thing. Because that is honestly the coolest movie scene I've ever had in my life. Like when I saw that for the very first time, like yeah. That was an amazing experience. I was like, holy shit, that's the greatest thing I've ever seen in a movie ever. Is that boat coming around the corner, lighting up with that minigun. I was like, holy shit, that's amazing. I wanted to go back into the Navy and join as a Swick fucking boat guy for that reason right there. When I saw that movie, I was like, that's the job I should have done.
Yeah, nobody ever told us that was a job in the Navy. Like we
hell
didn't
no,
the Navy quite so much.
Yeah, I would have if that was an option. Like, yep,
I bet you that kind of shit was happening in World War II when they were.
It was just that you never heard about it. You know, you never heard about it.
Squadron. At least it was implied. I think some of the movies showed some of that stuff, but I mean, maybe not exactly.
It was definitely probably during Vietnam with the rivers in Vietnam. I bet you there was a lot of that shit happening.
But yeah, there was definitely a version of that.
Yeah.
Is there a good?
Have you ever seen Act of Valor? What's that?
I mean, is there a good movie for the Nam stuff except for Apocalypse Now that touches the river ops?
Apocalypse Now is. I mean,
it's kind of a weird one.
It was a weird movie, but that was like the only one that I can remember actually.
Because I'm just saying there's a lot more going on. I've seen some documentaries about them, so I know there's a lot more going on. But
but not like mainstream movies. I don't think that Full Metal Jacket touched on the river ops at all.
No, that was all Army, right?
Yeah.
That's all Tubuku, man. They can't do that.
I mean, there might have been. I don't know. Anybody out there in the chat that might know? I don't remember anything else that
might have been kind of B movie level with Richard Gere or something like Richard.
Vietnam movies about river ops.
Wasn't Bush Sr. and Kennedy both swift boat captains?
They were PT boat.
They were PT boats.
That's what it was.
Yeah. The precursor, if you will, right?
That was the World War II like interdiction boats. Like they tried to like sink other ships and stuff.
Yeah.
PT boats were they were supposed to like attack big ass boats, but they figured out that like they need to be able to get into shore, and Army ain't doing that, so that's Navy's thing. So then they came up with all these little cool boats.
Scott said, Kyle, that was my dad's job in World War II. His dad was a minesweeper. Holy shit.
Very cool.
Wow. That's badass, actually.
You don't want your mines to get all dusty.
No, you gotta keep them clean, you know. I mean, keeping clean, sanitary mines is a must. They gotta be swept every now and then. What'd you say about maybe bi-weekly, maybe not every week, but every other week.
Depends on how and the enemy's coming. You don't want them to see
That's
a bunch
true.
of different mines, though.
Yeah, you don't want to see you make your best presentation when they come over for tea. You got to have clean minds, you know. I get it. Bush Sr. was an Avenger pilot. I didn't know that. What was Kennedy? JFK was what boat was he on?
PT,
The PT also? Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. Shit. Kyle, what's going on at Manderson? We'll start sweeping speaking of sweeping, what's going on, Anderson? You want to catch people up with and let them know what's going on? Anything cool coming down the road in the next month or two?
Yeah, like I said, getting ready for show season, all that fun stuff. We got 308 coming up on Saturday. So starting tomorrow, you guys should be seeing emails coming out. We're going to have some pretty good deals on all of our AM10 Gen 2 parts. So
are they going to have like uppers? Will they be on sale? Maybe?
I don't know if we have uppers in inventory, but we definitely have all the parts you need to build one.
Okay. Yeah. I need to, yeah, that's another thing to work on. The Shorty 308. I love that.
Yeah. Well, I still want to work with you on that. I want to get you that. The breacher upper.
The breacher. I can build one. If you
You'd
guys
have fun with it,
I can build one. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, it is 308. Golly, I didn't even think about that. It is 308 coming up. That's awesome. Saturday, right?
Yes, sir.
So are y'all gonna be people just need to go follow you guys on social media and website and all that to check in on any 308 deals? Are they live yet, or they will be live? Or
it'll go live tomorrow, and there'll be a corresponding email. Just check us out on any of the social medias at Anderson Manufacturing, on X at Anderson Rifles, or go to the website andersonmanufacturing.com. You can sign up as a customer there, and you'll get all the email alerts, and we'll keep you updated on any sales, any new product launches that are coming up. So definitely check us out. It's greatly appreciated. And Trey, as always, man, thank you for having me on, man.
Oh, man. Why are you thanking me?
Because
Anderson loses customers when they watch my shit. So,
well, they lose brain cells, but you got plenty of them. You don't need them.
Not many. I don't have many. I'm lucky to string a few together to begin with. So, I'm one good concussion away from being a vegetable. So,
you are Marine.
Damn straight. Chastifer, what's going on EAA, man? He might have fallen asleep. He was tired earlier.
I was getting ready to write a really terrible comment in the chat. Then you called on me, so I had to stop what I was doing.
I don't even want to know.
We'll address that in a minute.
Okay, all right.
Dude, just plugging right along, man. Show season's for the most part over with for a little while. Getting ready for that.
Do you have to go to Detroit or no?
I did not this week. That's kind of we'll see what happens. I'm still gonna have to go, but it wasn't this week, so I'm cool. I didn't have to go to a freezer in Detroit. So
Yeah, Detroit's not terrible. It's terrible when it's minus 27.
Yeah. But getting ready for that big show in Hotlanta. Stay tuned for potential interesting things.
Yes.
You know how we like to pull stuff out last second?
Yes, you do. Yeah. Christopher, what's going on with the channel? I know you got a bunch of stuff coming, but a bunch of optic stuff coming down the road, isn't there?
Yeah, I got a lot of optics to get videos out.
So are you going to be Chris, the optic guy, here pretty soon?
I don't. It seems like it.
I guess it's
so many of them come in at once. It was crazy.
That happen to you. Yeah.
So instead of Chris from the 7-4, he's going to change his name to Chris the RDO.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
That actually could work. Actually.
Tomorrow I'm going to drop the first video on the Ross Martin RM1S.
I would ask you how you like it, but I'll wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, I haven't even shot it yet. I'm just getting the unboxing video out on it. So, yeah, hopefully Friday.
Is this the compact that you're talking about?
Okay. Subcompact, yeah.
So what, like 3.5, 4 inches, somewhere in there?
Yeah, what, 3.6 inches on that barrel?
3.6. I'm familiar with that size, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's an everyday carry for me. Oh, wait, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
And then the only other thing that I got going on is
I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm not gonna lie.
We're gonna test the waters over on Rumble Thursday night and do a live stream over there. And see
oh snap! Really? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna have to blow the dust off my Rumble and go check it out.
That's what she said.
Oh.
Ouch. Ouch. Yeah. Thanks for going on, homie. Rumble Thursday night. What time?
8 Eastern.
8 Eastern. So, all right. That's easy. I can do that.
I'm telling you, guys started at 740, Chris.
I've been telling that for a couple years.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Because right now, I don't even know how to I don't even know how to get into it to do the pre-warm-up stuff and everything. I don't know.
I just run it through freaking StreamYard. That's all I do.
Yeah,
I don't do it anymore.
I don't have anymore.
So, that's true. Yeah.
So hopefully, I don't know. I'll figure it out tomorrow. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get in.
Somebody said they went to StreamYard and went to cancel, and they told them they could have it for the old price minus $1 for 6 months. So
see, when I got mine, the reason why I'm still on it is mine renews in October. So November 1 was when it changed prices. So I still got it under the old price. Next year, I don't know what I'm going to do this November or this October, but I don't know. I got it for the same price last year, so that's why I stuck with it. Now it's going to go more than double. I don't know, man. I'm not paying double for this. G-Webs, what you got going on? Anything crazy?
Nope.
Nothing at all?
Nope. Thanks for hosting.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming on as always. Ginger, I want to bring you in, give you a couple of minutes for the Tuesday two-way with GOA, and then obviously go ahead and plug FLRs as well. I know you got a bunch of stuff going on with Gun Owners of America.
Yeah, so we've got the Smith & Wesson, Mexico versus Smith & Wesson lawsuit going to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court sounds like they've decided to hear that, so we're super excited about that.
That's a win that they're going to hear it. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's a huge win, and I think we'll get it in our favor. Goals is coming up, so open to the general public will start March 24th. There was some website hiccups, so they're fixing that right now so that it is open up. You can actually register right now, but main registration will open up March 24th. For everybody, media registration is open for media people to register. Booth picks have started. We are 110 booths down, including those of EAA, Anderson, EOTech, Glock, Primary Weapon Systems, Palmetto State Armory, Swamp Fox, Gideon, trying to just name off a few, Aegis Gun Care, Fight Light, SDS Imports. So super excited about that. We're going to have a show bigger and better than ever. So we're super excited for goals. And then, like I said earlier in the show, FLR hit 2,000 subs. So thanks everybody who subbed. And we're going to continue to roll. We should have another video coming out hopefully this week. And then a video coming out the end of March. We've got a product launch. So March 25th, I believe that launches.
Okay, nice. Yeah, no, Chris hit 10,000 and a month later he's already at 11. So you guys are gonna be skyrocketing both of your channels here pretty soon. So I'm really happy for you. I know you guys are doing good work. John's FLR is growing in spite of you being on the channel. So congratulations to Kurt for making that channel grow, obviously. It is what it is. What's up, Chase? I know you got something to say.
I was just gonna say it's all Kurt. 100%.
Yeah, we know it's 100% Kurt.
Yeah, Ginger's too busy like gallivanting around those random places, like trying to be famous.
God. Yeah, I gotta go to fucking Kansas City this weekend too.
That is a terrible place.
Yuck.
Yeah, going to the funniest of fuds. We're going to Pheasants Forever in Kansas City, so this should be fun.
Oh my God, I know somebody's going to be there, and I'm going to come tell him to talk to you.
That's fine.
Hey,
And
you'll
know because you're going to want to hang me later.
Oh, I know. I figured.
Hey, Kyle, when is that elk thing in Kentucky?
Let me look it up real quick. I know it's in June.
June. Okay, that's all I needed to know. I just didn't know like when. I'm definitely gonna come up for that one, I think. So
yeah, that's always a good time.
Oh yeah. Anybody else got anything before we get the hell out of here? No. Thank you guys for spay and neuter your pets. That's right. That's right. Guys, go check out Anderson Manufacturing. Go check out EAA Corp. Go check out the Gun Owners of America and Fully Loaded Reviews. Go check out gun websites, the OG Godfather himself, and the new kid on the block that's just tearing it up and kicking ass and taking names. Chris from the 740. Don't go to the 470. But Chris from the 740. It's if you haven't, go check him out. Enjoy it, and you're welcome. And go check out Fully Root. Say hi to Kurt for us. Make sure you comment and say Kurt looks good. Don't mention John in any of the FLR videos. Just all Kurt. Yeah, love you too. You're number one, bitch. All right. Go check out everybody. Thank you guys for coming on. It was a fun chat. Thank you guys for the chat. I'm doing this year. I'm gonna have some times where there's gonna be some structured stuff. Life has been nuts this year already. I'm loving it, but I'm just letting it kind of flow. I'm letting the vibe, I'm letting the universe kind of tell me where my vibe's going. I'm not trying to do a lot of structured points and all that. We will have some, but I just want to have fun talking, and wherever the conversation takes us, that's what gun talk is. This is basically going to your gun shop with the OGs in the gun shop every morning with donuts and coffee and just talking about what they want to talk about. That's what I want to have with this. That's the vibe this year, so we're going to have fun with that. Get to the range. Be more proficient with your firearms. Make sure you're staying in touch with all the local, state, and federal two-way legislation. Make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. If not, vote them out and get some new representation in there. More importantly, enjoy your freedoms of being American, one of which is to keep and bear arms. We will see you next week. Semper Fi.
That's my